Hello, and welcome to this episode of Hampton Roads Business Live. My name is Roy Graham, and I'm your host, and today we have the pleasure of having with us Jaynee Sasso from Senior Runs. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I was not familiar with your company, and I read about it. And of course, we've had a chance to talk a little bit. Why don't you just start off by giving us an overview of what it is, because it's pretty unique, I think. I'd never heard of anything like that.
Yeah. It was an idea that I had as a result of my customer base coming to me and asking me for a service that I did not offer, and which was transportation. I work with seniors, and I work with also family caregivers to help provide support for them when they're dealing with someone that has a chronic or terminal illness or cognitive disability or what have you. As we age, we have different challenges. And I would do different chores and run errands for them if they couldn't get out. So, you're working hard all day and you got to come home and take care of mom or dad or your spouse. It can be challenging. So they were asking me for transportation for their loved one to the doctor. Well, I want them to go to the store so they can get out. But in researching that type of business, I found out why there's not a good support system for transportation. And that's because it's very costly to get into transportation. So as a result, it took me about 3 years of being in business to finally figure out how I could provide that service at an affordable price.
Okay, and we're going to get more into exactly what it is. Well, let's just take it now.
Okay.
All right. So it's just not transportation, though. It's not like Uber. It's not like a taxi. How do you differ?
Exactly. Yes, it is not a pickup and drop off service like an Uber, which was some of the complaints that people were giving me as a result of coming to me for transportation. This is for individuals that would need a companion to take them to a doctor's appointment and sit with them, take them to the grocery store, take them to their social activities. This is for people that maybe are home alone and kind of isolated due to their health challenges, and we provide that companionship along with that ride. And so they don't have to wait for someone to come back and pick them up. Their family members know that they're going to be safe throughout that trip because somebody is with them. So this is especially beneficial for people that have Alzheimer's or dementia, because you wouldn't want to send them in a taxi, right? You wouldn't want to send them in a taxi and say, oh, just come back. Even if it's mild, you want someone to be there. So just like traditional companion care, we just tend to focus on the transportation portion of that service because we realize that social isolation is really
it helps to get
difficult.
them out.
Yes, it helps to get them out, and it helps them to stay social and keep their lives moving forward.
Okay. Now you stepped on several questions.
Yes.
So one of my questions here was, how did you get the idea? And I think you said because people were asking you for the service.
Yeah, people were asking me, and I was trying to figure out how am I going to do this in an affordable way. And with an existing, within the existing business model of home care, my prices and the style of the service is very comparable to what people are already experiencing and paying for. So now we just kind of enhance that model to include a focus on that transportation.
Right. Now you mentioned that you had you worked with seniors.
Yes.
I think you were kind of being modest there. Yeah. You do. I know from talking to you, you do a lot. You want to talk to us a little bit about your background and how you got involved in.
Yes, I can definitely share with you about that. I am a 15-plus year caregiver veteran. I have taken care of, not getting paid, non-paid caregiver for a host of family and friends. And I have had the fortunate opportunity to bless them in that way, to care for them in some of their darkest periods. And so I know what it's like to really have to endure that. And in my life, I started at a young age. I left school in my sophomore year of college to come home and take care of first my terminally ill grandmother. And so from then on, it's just been a continuous call to serve others in that way. So my heart and my passion is for serving the elderly. It is for supporting family care caregivers because I have experienced that for so long, and I've had to learn how to live and enjoy a fulfilling life, even though I had that great responsibility. And I'm also now the at the time of this recording, the chair of the Peninsula Task Force on Aging. So now I have an even greater platform to actually advocate for them and try to get some legislation passed to do a better job at supporting our family and the seniors here in Virginia.
Okay. I was just wondering when you had some spare time.
I do it pretty good. Being a caregiver for so long, you learn how to multitask very well.
And where is this service available?
Right now, it is going to be launched in the particular zip code that I get a lot of response from. So for those that are watching, I encourage you to go online and to sign up so that we know where the greatest need is. And that probably is going to be in the Williamsburg, Newport News, Hampton area at first. But I understand that there is a huge need also in Norfolk and Virginia Beach. So we're just looking for the area that responds the quickest, and those that are really in need of transportation, we would just want you to go to the website and make sure you let us know.
Okay. And one of the questions down here is how much does a service like this cost? Because I bet people are wondering.
Yeah, exactly. Some people think, oh, it would be expensive, but it is very comparable to your typical home care, home health services. So anywhere between $22 to $28 an hour. It just depends on the person that you choose. And we'll probably talk about more how the service works and where you're going and that sort of thing. So just it is very comparable to what people are already paying, and I would say a lot less in some instances.
Right. Now, is this covered by insurance or no?
Unfortunately, it is not, but however, it is customary in this space that Medicaid, Medicare, they do not pay for non-medical services anyhow. So a lot of what people are paying is going to be out of pocket, for this type of service, just like it is with home care.
Right. So with this service, you're getting the transportation, but you're also getting a companion that will stay with you throughout the event or experience, and which can be comforting and allow you more freedom to go places and do things. And also a comfort to the family.
Yes.
I would imagine. Yes. Okay, so where can people learn more about this? And you mentioned signing up, your zip code and all. Is that your website?
Yes, that would be on our website, seniorruns.com.
Okay.
And you can go to that website and read more about some of the benefits of the service. And you could also leave us your information so that when we are launching in your area, you'll be the first to know.
Okay, all right. And is there anything I haven't mentioned?
I would like to just talk a little bit about how the service actually works.
Okay.
It is a web app platform, and so that's why going to the website is vitally crucial. It also helps us to keep our costs down. We will not have a large administrative staff like a traditional home care and home health service has to maintain because of licensing and all that, because they're doing a lot of medical. So this is non-medical services, so you wouldn't call us if you need someone to have a bath or something like that, or medication management. We are strictly there for what I call rides, companionship, chores, and a little bit more. So outside of the rides, your companion can also do some chores if you decide that that's what you would like for them to do inside your home. Mm-hmm. So as well as transport and as well as companionship, they can do some other things as well.
They sign up for it on your website.
Yeah, so you go to the website and you will be able to sign up to get information on when the service is available in your area. Once service is live in your area, you will now be able to create an account online. It is a cashless system. So your credit card information will be entered. You will be able to make payments via your credit card.
And it's a one-shot deal.
And it's a one-shot deal. There's no, I must say, there's no contracts and there's no minimums. So unlike traditional home care, you have to normally put down a pretty large deposit and you're pretty much committed to so many hours. This allows you a lot of flexibility. Everything is online. You get to choose your companion, which I think is really neat, because in the healthcare world, continuity of care is hard to come by. Right. In this instance, you would be able to go and pre-book a particular individual that you felt served your family well, and you also get to, kind of like an Uber, you get to rate your companion, and they get to rate you. And so now we start to build a community of people that really enjoy one another, and it's not just a job where I show up because somebody told me to. So it's really a personalized type of service.
It's really unique.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. So when are you going national with it?
Hey, if all goes well, we will be there sooner than we think, I believe. I've started getting a lot of calls from Florida. I've started getting a lot of calls from across the nation. So people are really hungry for
it's
this.
It's a unique idea. I like that. I hadn't never heard of that.
Yeah, it took me 3 years to come up with it. I was determined to figure out how I could do it.
Well, it's entrepreneurs like you that make the world go round. So it's good. Okay, well, if you have someone that could benefit from this service, or you could benefit from this service, you can contact the senior runs, and on the computer, the website address is at the end of this video, and it's also at the bottom of this page. And I encourage you to check that out. I'm sure they can answer any questions that you might have. But it's a really unique service, and I wish you a great deal of success. I have no doubt you're going to succeed with this.
Thank you.
Really good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.